Hello and welcome to episode 20 of our Timberborn Update 6 Folktales playthrough here in cycle 29, day 20. About 2 days left in this drought right now. Last time we added more automation with the help of our bots, of which we have 16 who are currently unemployed. We'll have to find them homes. I made this area a little bit more conducive to beaver relaxation as we begin moving the bio beavers away from work duty and over to recreation duty. So we already got some people taking advantage over here. Frog statues, etc. And got a little bit more optimization done as well, but we have plenty left to get to. We are going to start running out of wood a lot faster than we have been because of the increased production. So we did last time go ahead and plant some trees here. We've got a lot that we could continue planting here if we were to get rid of this mountain, which could be a decent midterm goal here. I don't know that we'd be able to plant everything here, but we could expand our forest a little bit. These oak trees, once they grow in, should be a big help, but that will take 30 days or so. Some of these have been planted for, okay, just a day or two. We did not, however, mark the trees for cutting. In fact, let's go ahead and unmark these guys, because I knew that was going to be a problem. But these guys need to be marked. So that will get done right there. And very, very good. I don't know that there's really anywhere else right now we can plant additional trees without just starting this whole mess. But these can also be added for cutting. Those were planted last time. We could, if we started doing terraforming, we could start putting some extra land here. Or we could possibly, depending on how we want to do our stairs, we could maybe plant a couple more in here, but honestly, I think we're fine just leaving it as it is. We still have plenty to get to, like these paper mills that don't have any way to get into the front of them. We do have the one running right here. I mentioned last time that we would need to have paper to do the large windmills, and then the punch cards, and the books. So that's going to be something we're going to have to take care of today, slowly. We've got a lot that needs to get done, and unfortunately we're at the part of the playthrough where we kind of can't just tackle little bits and pieces at a time without there being a bunch of downtime. So we're going to try to have to be creative here. I do want to replace these, not build more, because I kind of just don't want to build more. I don't know the right way to really say it, but these guys will be very, very slowly replaced individually once we research these, but I'm not going to bother researching them until I'm sure we can actually build one. And that's going to require us to have more planks being made and also more paper storage available, or at least filled. This right here, I did earmark for paper, but it hasn't been made yet because we don't have the planks for it. So that was why we had paused these gear workshops, because we have 830 gears. But I'm going to unpause these lumber mills so we can get our planks going a little bit faster. I know our amount of logs is really not looking too great right now, but we will get that fixed at some point. This, of course, this underground pile is waiting on planks so we can put the metal blocks back inside. That's what's on the ground here, in case you were wondering. All we can do now is wait. So let's tackle some small things. You guys mentioned a bunch of stuff in the comments, but most interestingly, we can unprioritize this mine by haulers because everything they need is right here. So we don't need to send the haulers all the way halfway across the map to do this. So these 10 bots are going to keep doing what they're doing. These buildings, however, the storage probably, okay, well the scrap metal for sure, but probably should be prioritized by haulers. The rest of these, at this present time, I don't know that we need to do that without making bots into haulers, because we have all that other stuff going on. But I don't think we have, yeah, we don't have all these marked for haulers, or not haulers, bots. Wow, batting 1,000 today again. We can go ahead and take a look and see what we want to unlock next. I think this probably makes the most sense. It's only 250 science. We have 14 unemployed bots, so these 10 will get right to work doing hauling things for us. We have plenty of biofuel and catalyst available in multiple locations throughout the map, so that should not be an issue. Well, this district doesn't have quite so many. But we've got 3 of them in here, and I've got them doing the grills. Obviously, all of these need to be automated at some point. We're just not quite there yet. So one other thing we need to do is have the bot assemblers automated, but that's 10,000 science. I think in the short term, it's going to be better for us to improve everything else before we dedicate 10,000 science and all of the time waiting to get that taken care of. It takes such a long time to get that much science that in the time we're waiting for the 10,000, we could have probably taken care of almost everything else. And by the time we get there, we'll have the ability to just go ahead and research stuff. Because let's not forget, we have the observatory here, but we can still put in just regular inventors. So these beavers down here have something to do. We just have to be able to put stuff in a spot where they're going to want to be able to do it here. Now, I can put... Actually, this would probably be a decent spot to place those, because we don't really need any more storage over here. I was trying to figure out what can I do up at the top here, and I hadn't had any decent ideas. So we can do 9 of these right here and make sure that our beavers have plenty of stuff to occupy themselves with. So right now, there are 6 unfulfilled jobs, 3 incapacitated beavers, but as we start bringing bots in here, we can shift these guys more and more toward doing this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to massively deprioritize the inventors as workplaces, but leave them going so that when the beavers don't have anything else to do, they can come in here, they can do a little bit of research, and we'll get science passively. I know we had this one here that's currently paused, and we had, well, I took them out, but we had some over here that we don't need to worry about exactly right now. So that's good. Let's go ahead and turbo speed. I know, well, it's been like the entire day without going fast, but I want to make sure we take care of a couple things before I just hit full send on this. This right here is supposed to be for maple syrup. We don't have enough maple syrup being harvested. This is a job that should be automated, but since we're only using one of these, I don't want to spend the 750 science yet. And we're not in a position where we're desperate to have the maple syrup. We do still have plenty of catalyst, and we have almost 2,000 of the maple pastries. I think we're doing just fine. Yeah, we still need the planks to do all this stuff, and of course the storage for the paper is its own issue. But they're not going to make any more paper unless we give them somewhere to dump the paper. And since this is still under construction, it might actually be in our best interest to go ahead and just replace this. So I'm going to do that. Place the large windmill right here, because they can access this one easily. And that will at least allow them to start dumping the paper in here. The planks are going to be a problem for a while, but that means the paper mill can keep going once the paper gets brought in here. And of course, they're going to have to bring it across district lines here, which, you know what, actually means I need to put in a little warehouse for the paper, which I had not done. So that will go here. I'm not going to worry about having a large warehouse for paper in this district because we're not going to need it yet. But eventually we might want one. Not entirely sure. It's going to depend on what else we have going on. But I am pretty comfortable saying that we can go ahead and import a couple more bots in here. This currently has 3. Let's go to 6. And then we can turn... what's the science? 750 versus 750. Are any of the rest of these able to go? Oh, the farmhouse actually would be a good one. Let's do this one as bots. That'll be good. Not that we need to have any more food. We have 15,000 stored here. I think we're okay. But getting this automated will be very, very good. We also do have plenty of fuel available. They can't really get to this super easily yet, so maybe we want to improve our pathing a little bit. We'll keep that on the list. But now we have 6 vacancies. We're going to work our way toward getting the beavers into these inventors. One way or another. Just takes time. I will prioritize the small warehouse so that they can actually, you know, build this, because it only takes logs. I know we don't have a lot of logs in this district, but they can at the very least build this. And now we have space for paper, which means they can import. We should see this start to come through here, as long as the importation of paper is not banned. Well, it says import if needed, so they should need it to fill this, and then also build this. But I think they're probably focused on... Yeah, they're trying to build the stairs and the platforms, and they just don't have the planks yet. Because planks have been an issue. So, how do we solve that? We can pause the treated planks. Yeah, let's just do that. I know we're using the treated planks for the mine, but we're currently doing okay on the scrap metal, so I'm going to pause both of those. We'll stop using our planks. I don't think there's anything else that they need to be used for besides just building here. And there's only 12 left for that warehouse. This is already ready to go, so that's good. And I still have 3 extra bots, so let's go ahead and bring them down here to Beaverburg 17. Go up to 9. And then we have another farmhouse we could put those guys in, or we have this hauling post. No, we don't have a storage for the fuel and the catalyst up here. But I think we might still be okay putting this hauling post as bots only. We are going to take a look and see if there's anything else that might make sense. I mean, these guys, but I don't want to use the science yet because we're supposed to be saving it in general, unless there's a good reason to. So this is already unlocked. We'll go ahead and do it. Obviously, we're going to have fewer working right now, but the bots are much more efficient. And once we get the printing press and we have the punch cards, then they'll be even more efficient. It just takes a lot of time because we have to have planks for the printing press to make punch cards. And we also have to research it. It's just one of those things that takes a little bit of time. You'll see the 7 vacancies. That's from the thing over here. Everything here is slowly ticking up. We have 89 planks now. This is ready to make paper, so this 1 mill can just keep going and going and going and going. It just takes regular logs, so we are going to have to be careful about what we do and do not build for a while, since we need to make sure we have logs to actually do anything with. But that's fine. Another comment that was left was saying, hey, you didn't put any paths on the sluices. There you go. That's taken care of. We could do some more blasting for capacity's sake, but I think we're probably okay for a while. The thing I'm more interested in doing, and we can't really do this right now, but I'm more interested in putting in more gravity batteries here with the help of our overhangs and all sorts of stuff, but we need more planks before I can even think about that. Right now, this is very slowly recharging. It will take a little bit of time. And of course, this large windmill is in the process of being built. It's actually almost done. This is a cool partial model. I always like this stuff. I know we've talked about it a lot. But you can kind of see, just by comparing the frames of these two, they're actually not that different from each other in basic structure down here. But then this has this extra height here, and then the longer tail fin versus just that short stubby thing there. It's very cool how they have the different things set up. And there we go. She's done. And that is currently putting out 60 HP, while these are putting out 0. So that is a huge, huge improvement to be able to do that. I'm guessing the reason that this happens is because, oh, it's taller, it's larger, it can catch slower wind. Maybe. Who knows? We've got plenty of stuff that we can keep doing here. I think they can't reach this one unless I build more stairs up to it. That's going to be kind of the problem of replacing these guys, is that it's going to take a long, long time. Just because of how stuff is put up. But this one right here, I think we should be... Yeah, we're good to go. We can do this. I know that's going to cut off everything, but... see, they're already going to be coming up here and taking care of... Look how quick. I guess they weren't... They were just picking up the old pieces, but they should be able to get at this relatively quickly. Yep, see, there they go. We'll just have to keep going one piece at a time. Hopefully not forget that we're in the process of doing that. Yeah, see, our science is continuing to go up. Now we have all 9 of these going. Look at them go. Look at them go. I got 4 more bots that have nowhere to go, so we'll bump this up to... just right now we'll bump it up to 12. They will go to the hauling post, help these guys out, and everything is slowly ticking over toward full automation. It's going to take a while, but we will eventually get there. See, there's so many things I would like to build, but I know I shouldn't be using a lot of resources. I did mention building possibly a hospital kind of aesthetic thing, but now that we're automating the beavers out of jobs, we probably aren't going to need it. So who knows? Maybe we'll just build something for the sake of building it a little bit later on. But I am very, very interested in just eliminating beaver labor as soon as possible so we can get these guys in here to just have a good time. Now, I know we have the Agora here, we have these Lidos. The dance hall, we have not unlocked. That's more science we probably shouldn't be spending. But we need to find a spot for that. I did remember seeing a comment saying that this would fit nicely right here. Kind of. But we can find a couple places to put something fun like this. Obviously, the carousel still needs to go somewhere as well. But that is going to be a problem for us to solve at a later date. Right now, I am primarily fixated on getting everything automated as best as we can. We still have 645 gears, despite all the gear factories being paused. Oh, what fun. Oh, and this up here actually has gotten all of the oak trees, so let's put in, not that way, let's put in a staircase here. Just get this set up like so. They've got quite a ways to go to get over here, but I do think we can take advantage of this. These guys can't do anything, so farewell. Just build these stairs, and then once you build those stairs, we can put... I believe I can get them over here. See, this would work. Just 2 of those should be okay. Yeah, just get that hooked up. That'll clear out these oak trees. We'll be able to use that wood. And then over here, we also have some room to put other things that might need power. Like possibly terraforming. But again, I don't want to use the terraforming quite yet because I think we need to automate our bot building first. But this would be a good place for terraforming. And I remember at least one person saying that in the comments as well. Because we already are generating a little bit of power here. We're not generating enough to power everything. But this takes 200 HP. We could also hook it up to this. It wouldn't be the worst thing ever. We would just need to be a little bit more thoughtful about how we're building stuff. We could pretty easily continue building this out with some levees, blast this, and then put another set of wheels and then have the terraforming maybe down here or something. I don't think it would be that difficult. These are making just shy of 100 apiece-ish. So if that's something we wanted to do, how far down did this go? Could I do 2? No, I'd want to do 3 here. 3 here, and then maybe just 1. Because then that would have the shaft coming out right here. Yeah, that would work. And then we can just not worry about it being ugly, and we can just put these things right here. That would be fine. Oh, I know they're not going to be able to build. Oh, I can't count. That needs to be a double. I also could have just stood on that. Now I don't know that they're going to be able to build the rest of this. Yeah, that was a pretty stupid move on my part, if we're being brutally honest with each other here. See, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to get done with this. I guess I just have to put that there. So that's going to go here. That hasn't increased our power output at all, nor should it, but that's fine. Now I've got the space to put in two... Ah, okay, I needed one more. I needed one more levee here. We're going to have to be careful about how this gets popped in here. Might have to wait till we have a drought to get this fully correctly installed, but now that will fit very nicely. That'll generate a little bit more power. I don't think it will flood. It shouldn't. But that would, in theory, generate enough power for us to put also a terraforming thing here. Plus, it'll look pretty cool. Alright, I see 3 more bots ready to go, so let's fill up this to 15. So now we have 9 out of 10 here. Just the one left over. You know what? We might as well go ahead and just say 16. There we go. And then we'll just have... wait, we still have one unemployed? Interesting. Okay. Well, now I gotta think about what I want to automate next. Again, trying to save up some science so they can come into the bot assemblers. But that's going to take time. The mine is looking pretty good. Except they can't get treated planks anymore because I stopped making those so I could save up planks. I got 650 of those things now, so let's turn those back on. How are we looking on here? Oh, good. They got that done. This guy's already cut down all of his trees. Okay. Well, Teal McClanahan, you can go do something else. Don't need you to sit there and do that anymore. So now the fun begins, where we have to try and build other fun stuff here. I think I should be able to just stand on the top of the stairs to build this guy. This actually... Yeah, that's going to help us. I can just leave that there. That'll be fine. Same deal here, and then this, unfortunately, is not going to fit. Nor do I have access to this, the way this is set up, but we can make it work. We can make it work. This will fit here. This will fit here. Don't worry, we'll get all these things back. We just have to actually be able to do it. That's going to fit here. Actually, no, you know what? We have technology. I can just, I think I should be able to, yep. Just build down from there. Now this is going to be, extra special, isn't it? Alright. What in the world are you doing? I don't know. I really don't know, man. Alright. Large windmill. Do I have enough to build all of these at once? I should. Let's just go for broke, folks. Let's just do it. Build these windmills. Just get them done. And we will, we'll just go and do whatever we have to do. Well, that'll be nice, though. Having 8 of these will be a massive improvement in power production. This one's making 141. Those other ones were not capable of doing that. So that is a huge improvement. Very, very exciting stuff. I got 3 bots that are not currently working. I really don't want to take anything else research yet until we get to that 10,000. So I can pop these guys in a hauling post. And now we have 23 beavers who are not working. We're at about 30% structural unemployment, I guess might be the correct term. Which, in this case, is a very good thing. We're trying to eliminate beaver jobs so they can all focus on just doing whatever they want. We've got these here. I kind of want to start blowing this up. I know we talked about this before, but it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to get in here. So I will need to approach this from the other side, probably. I did leave this open for a reason, so we can continue going around the corner here. Yeah. So we can actually come up. That's not quite going to work to get us up there, but I will be able to build this here, so that won't be a problem. This is 2, this is 5 tall. So we actually want... no, I need this to be 1 so I can get up top, but the rest of these need to be 2s. All the way up the top here. And then everything else needs to be 3s, but this can be 1s. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'm just going ahead and blocking this off while we are thinking about it. That needs to be 3, that needs to be 3, that needs to be 3, and then I think the rest can all be 2s. Now we'll keep these guys busy for quite some time with all this. But it'll be nice later to have this completely flattened out and grow some more trees. We will use them. Yeah, they're still keeping up on the hiring for the hauling post here. Treated planks, very slow process. Every 3 hours we get 1. While the mine will use 1 every 1.8 hours. So every 3 hours they use slightly less than 2. And we are making slightly more than 2 in the time that this uses 2. So in theory we should be okay, but because of the capacity of this building here, it's going to seem like we don't have anything that we can use, when in reality it should be perfectly fine. Wow, they made quick work of this. Just 1 of these? Yeah, that's the only one left. Okay, well, we'll have to remember to come back here and do that. This mess is continuing, I guess, to be okay. We just can't get in here yet, because I don't have a safe way to send beavers in. I don't know that we've had contaminated beavers at all in this playthrough. I don't think we have, because I haven't unlocked the herbalist. Well, that's a fun thing. Nice little point of pride there. But we will wait for a drought before we send beavers in here. And then at that point, maybe we'll have the science to unlock the terraforming. Who knows? We will see what happens. As for right now, they're still filling that up. The windmills are a very slow process, but we do have all the materials, or we should have all the materials to... I can't get... Yeah, you can. Stop it. You can get the materials for this. Don't worry about it. Let's start cleaning up these unneeded bits here. Everything just takes time. You know, I say it like 18 times an episode, so I might as well just put it on a t-shirt. But I digress. They're making science for us here. If we really felt like it, I could put another row of them, but I think for right now, these 9 are fine. Now, of course, there's no power for the grist mills, but not to worry, we have 15,000 food. I think we are okay. In the process of getting all of these built, varying stages of completion. This one being the closest, but if the wind chooses to blow, this windmill will turn, and then these guys will be a-okay. We are starting to get low on the wood again, which is kind of a problem. We should have some trees coming up pretty soon, one would hope. Some of these are 89, 74, 87. We might be alright in a little bit. It's just one of those things. Again, takes time. This, however, is donezo, so goodbye. Now we just have these staircases in place we don't really need. This scrap metal we don't need, that can go away. We can harvest the wood from that, although it's really not very much. Maybe 5 pieces. And now we wait. There are trees down here if we want to harvest those, but I think we would spend more in resources getting down there than it would be worth. Just because we'd have to have so many stairs. These, of course, are for decoration. We can't cut those down. They're also, for the most part, not grown yet. Well, the larger ones. These pine trees and the birch trees seem to be pretty much full. Almost. And they will start slowly reproducing, spreading. We'll see what this ends up looking like. It looks like, yeah, the oaks are not going to be even remotely finished. But we should have... okay, good, this birch tree already did spread. We'll just keep an eye on that. See how things are going. Alright, so this is good. This is good. It's, you know, is it wow! 218 all by itself. Very good. So that can operate these guys, no problems. The maple syrup still is a problem. I mean, I guess that's just a function of us going through a whole lot of maple syrup to make the maple pastries and the catalyst and everything else. So we probably need to plant more maple trees. Chestnut-wise, we don't have enough chestnuts either, it seems. So maybe when we do terraforming, we need to expand this mess out here. Because this has room to go out. The irrigation, I didn't think was going to allow us to go any further past this, but you know what? I'm going to try and plant these other 11 trees. See if this guy can make it happen. Because that technically should grow a tree. This space down here, if we had easy access to it, could probably grow a few more, but we don't. This, of course, is going to be what it's going to be. That's blown up. That's blown up. And now they can get up here. This will get blown up, and then I'll put another staircase after we connect everything up. Did they not plant these trees? I thought they would... Oh, okay, they can't reach that. Alright. Well, that's what happens. Yeah, we can easily raise this up once we have land. But we don't. We're working on it. And we've just about filled up all the slots in our hauling post here. I'm hoping this is going to be a drought so I can get in here to put these other wheels in. So we need to do something about this. Potatoes are still holding strong at 1,200, despite being used to make biofuel, of which we have 2,500. It looks like. Yeah, we're looking good on that, and the catalyst. That's worked out very, very well. And I have 8,300 science. We've got beavers working in here every 0.75 hours. We get 10 science. Then these guys are just rotating away. Pretty soon we should have to 10,000 science to do this. And by that point, maybe we'll have enough bots. So right now we have 57. I think these bots should last about 70 days or so. Which means, if we take a look at our oldest bot, Timberbot 1, still in service, age 50. Okay. So he's got a little ways to go. Once this is fully automated, we should make a lot more bots a lot quicker. These can become automated, prioritized, as can these. But yeah, the biggest gain is going to be when we can just have bots doing this. I kind of don't want to reduce the working hours, but I've gotten a lot of comments about it saying that 16 is that much better. So, who knows? Maybe it is. For now, though, I'll put this in place. And then we can go ahead, hopefully, and plant some explosives up here. We have tons of extract, so they should be able to do all this. Just going to have to wait. Because we are getting very close to being out of logs. Very close. But we are using plenty of them. I can tell you that much. Lumber mills probably should be paused. I mean, we have so much storage space, I think is one of the other problems. These treated planks, I don't think we're ever going to need more than 180, and I don't think we really want to have more than 180 over here. We already have the giant storage, so I don't think we need to upgrade that. So that's going to save us a little bit there. Otherwise, I don't really know exactly what we're looking at here. Okay, so this is in the process here, waiting on paper. This can go away, this can go away, this can go away. I hope they can reach all those. They should be able to. Alright. I am jonesing for a drought here. Give me a drought so we can put this in. Because I'm very, very interested in seeing that work. Also had another person comment about why don't you just put the sluice gates that empty into the reservoir past the end of this to where, like, they're just going to feed during the outflow. Like, right here. I can't do this now because I built on top of it, and that would be a huge pain to get rid of all that stuff. But maybe we should have. I think for right now it's fine. I think we're doing okay. We haven't really lost out on that much by doing this way. But if we felt so inclined, we probably could put another couple of wheels here. We would just have to be able to get back in here, and I don't think right now I have an ability to do that unless I removed housing. I am not particularly inclined to do, but this would work. Might not be as efficient up here, but we could, in fact, do it. I would have to have the power come up independently here, though. Based on how this is looking, I don't think I want to add this to be completely restricted, so we can probably just leave this alone. That will have to be on top of a block. And we'll just... no. You know what? No. We don't have to be dumb about this. I'll just do that. I don't think it's going to be a problem. So that'll go in there, and then how good it is a drought. That can go right there. Again, the problem is getting over this mess, so we can build up from beneath. I would have to have an overhang here, which wouldn't really fit, depending on how we wanted to do this. This, however, could be removed. I know this is how the downstairs connects to the upstairs, but it could be removed and then blasted down slightly, so then I could build above it. Or I could just say, you know what, we don't need to worry about it, and then I could just remove this one lumber mill so they can get behind this to build everything. I think they can do that. Or maybe I just don't need to worry about it. Maybe this one. So I've got a pretty good balance of housing versus unoccupied in general. In fact, it's perfect. There's 0 free beds, 0 homeless. Who knows? But I see the 10,000 science, so guess what that means? Researched and bought assigned. So that should be most of the injury-prone jobs, with the exception of this guy right here taken care of. We're working on it. We got 2.3 days before we can send beavers down in here. I guess it's probably going to be unavoidable to get rid of one of these lumber mills. Well, we have 1,000 planks. Might as well. Just go ahead and get rid of this one, and then they can pop this in place here. And then we can just figure out a good way of getting down the stairs. Yeah, we'll just do this. It'll be easy to clean that up later. Then they can come down here, hopefully not get stuck like idiots, and hopefully just get something built. So I will pause this wheel. So that is not a danger. While we're down here, if we're actually coming inside here, I can get rid of these. We'll do 4. And then I can put more water wheels, and actually these will, I don't have one in the corner, but these will transmit power anyway. So I could do, yeah, I could do one here, one here, one here, one here, and then we would just have to hook them up on the side here. I just don't know how that's going to be possible. So this might actually have to be... Oh, we can just connect to the side of this, because this will transmit power into the side of that guy. Yeah, that's totally doable. We just need to have a little bit of a connection dealio right here. I know these aren't going to make as much power because stuff's going to flow around them. But, ooh, no. You know what? You know what? No, I can just put a power wheel here. I don't even have to worry about it. Just take the stairs out, put a power wheel in. Yeah, buddy, let's go. I realize that it's arguably pretty stupid to try and build water wheels when we don't have a lot of wood. However, we need to have these. We need to be generating more power. And that is part of the way we're going to be able to do it. So, to that end, I'm going to pause the lumber mills. So we stop using logs to make planks. So we have 1,000 planks. That should be okay for now. Have we replaced all of these? Okay, we're waiting on one, and it's waiting on paper, but I have the paper in stock. So let's pause those as well. We should, because, you know, we're still going to be harvesting wood. We should be able to make this happen. And the drought hasn't even started yet. It's got a day before it gets here. Look at this. We're making good progress up here. As long as they can still plant these. Yep, we're good to go there. So now all we got to do is wait. Our favorite pastime in this game. To just wait. Think about what else we might want to be building. Although I think we're probably not that far off. These guys are bringing stuff up here. So they just have these 4 and these 3 up here. I probably should allow them to get to some of these other spots. In fact, I didn't put anything here, so let's help that along with the staircase. There's only a couple of these that they couldn't get to, and I think might as well just go ahead and put stairs in there. Everything else, once this gets blasted down, should be accessible. We just are going to have to wait a little bit. I don't know that they can reach over here, so let's... Because, you know, we can do this now, which is an awesome improvement. I know I've said it like 1 billion times. Exactly 1 billion, in fact. I kept count. But putting the dynamite on the paths and vice versa is just such a huge quality of life improvement. It's a fantastic change to the game. Yeah, they're still going to be doing all sorts of stuff with this. Oh, this is waiting on gears? Oh, we've gone through a lot of gears. But I don't think we need any more. I think we've built... Okay, we need the one for there. But if I have enough to do... I need 15 more. Well, I can't have these paused forever. So I will... Nope. I will turn on 2 of these. Because we have almost 1,000 planks we have to use. That'll help us out a lot for that. And the drought is coming in 0.1 days, which means it's time to put in a staircase here. All of this bad water will disappear by the time that the... Wow, that looks kind of cool shimmering like this. By the time the beavers actually have to get down here, and by the time they can actually go down the stairs, it should no longer be a problem. And in fact, it was almost instantaneous. It's completely gone. So, this is still hooked up here. We're still generating about half of the power demand. But that's because this hasn't been put in place yet, and that's going to be a problem here. Alright, well this overhang can go away, this overhang can go away. And they can grab all this garbage off the ground. I don't think any of that's going to be gears, but we can take that back up anyhow. How are we looking over here? Alright, so all of this is in place. We just don't have the rest of our detonation in here. Except those 2 can go away. We already knew that was going to be a thing. And then this is not accessible yet. So we know that's going to be okay, safe to set off. The rest of this will have to wait. But we're making progress, folks. We're getting there. 9-day drought. It's going to test our power reserves to the limit. And I'm sure we're going to run out. But when we're finished, this is going to be fantastic. It's going to be something else, let me tell you what. So we'll put that guy in there, and then now that there's hopefully no danger of silly Billy invasion, that water wheel can get finished. And then I will stack them here and here. So this one might not be as efficient, but it should be okay. Once I remove this piece of land and replace it with a platform, the water can at least flow through it and then go through here. It's more along the lines of, I could have put power shafts here, but the water wheel, even if it sucks and makes only a couple HP, it's making more HP than the power shaft does. So, assuming you can write off the 50 logs used to build it over a long enough period of time, it makes sense to do it that way. Unfortunately, it just takes time to get stuff done. But the good news is, our other waste of resources to build this stuff is now accessible, and we can build the power wheels here. We do have enough time, in theory, in a 9-day drought to get all this stuff done. It's just going to be a matter of whether or not we can get enough logs to do it. And these should be growing up pretty soon. Alright, almost 2/3 of the way. What's this one looking like? Okay, exactly 2/3 of the way. I can't really justify cutting any of these trees down because we use those. The number of maple pastries is up. Catalyst is at 2,400. We shouldn't have any... Yeah, we don't. Well, we're trying. We're doing our best. What was this for? Logs? I don't think we need to worry about those there. Okay, these aren't irrigated. That's going to make me irritated. Oh, I didn't mark these for cutting. Okay. Somehow we missed 3 of those. So that's a good problem to have. They can cut those down. And this guy. How about that? Alright, so that's a free 35, 40 wood, whatever that math works out to. So this one can be built from the side. This one can be built from the side or the top. So I don't think I need to worry about silly billies being stuck here. At the very least. These two by themselves should be able to power a dirt excavator. We just need to decide where it's going to go. I literally just want this to be done. I'm not worried about anything else right now. We have 12 unemployed bots. 13. Probably because I paused most of these woodworking buildings. Yeah, that's almost certainly exactly why. But, can we bring some more in here? Because I already researched the 10,000 one. Let's actually do this. Let's bring 10 bots. 10 bots over here. That's going to give me the opportunity to automate the bakeries. And then, 2,500 I don't quite have. This is another 750 to make the grist mill stuff. Let's do it. Get these guys fully automated. So I got 1,400 science. What else can I automate? Obviously the other farmhouses. This would get me to 9. So now I just have 1 unemployed bot. And I don't have anywhere to put him yet. That's the problem, is I don't have anywhere for him to go. I could do forester. I could do a lumberjack. Actually, the lumberjack might be smart, but he's going to be spending a lot of time not doing anything, so I kind of don't want to do that. This still isn't done. They're still waiting on gears? What's up with that? I've got to have gear storage in this district, right? Yeah, I do. They just haven't brought it over. Oh, because we have 1. We have 1 gear. A gear. Alright, that's finished. So that's progress. We don't even need the... Oh, we do need the gears for the mine, so the mine's not even working. Alright. I guess I will turn the rest of these gear factories back on. I was trying not to use all of our materials sooner than I had to, but... I guess you just can't avoid it, huh? Okay, this hasn't been built yet. That's, I guess, to be expected. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do all this super quick at all. Alright, time to focus on explosions then, because I know this is done. Alright. So he can actually build... Well, he doesn't need to build from here, but, yeah, let's get rid of that. Just try to keep to the main purpose we were working on over here. That's done. This guy needs to be a single. And then once this is placed, we can do the rest of this. I can go ahead and set these 2 off because I guess more than 2 because these are isolated. It's not going to matter. Yeah, that works. Oh, and this can be triples. Triples here. Triples here. Triples here. You know the drill. And because these take so long to grow, I'm going to plant a couple more. We'll do a couple more pines as well. I don't know that we're going to need this much pine resin. In fact, I'm going to take... Yeah, I'm going to take this and turn them into to maples. I think that's probably smarter. The amount of pine resin we're using is not currently that high. There we go. One more there as well. I believe we're ready to go, folks. Let's get this. Actually, never mind. They're placing those from atop the staircase, so we don't want to mess with that too much. These can go off, though. That's easy. And then these back here can also go off. Now we wait. They can't get to this until I can get up to the top. So, off we go. Beautiful. This goes away as well as that. This becomes a single. And then all of this can become triples. And of course we'll have to do the rest of this too, but that will all come in due time. Can they reach this? They should be able to. Cool, so we can leave that alone for a little bit. Both of these got built. That's very good news. I'm hoping none of these beavers are stupid enough to walk down here, but just in case they are, we can detonate this and this. Kind of carve our little channel out this way. And then we'll come back at a later date to take care of that. Probably a next episode thing for terraforming. But we've gotten a lot of good stuff done today, folks. We still have a little bit of time for the rest of this drought. I guess we'll cut off at the end of that. I want to see... We're just straight up out of logs at this point. But I really want to see what this is going to look like with all these in place. I don't know if we're going to get it. We might not. Just because all this takes so much time. So, I'm going to cut down these pine trees. I think that's in range. Yeah. Unpause. We know we can do that. I can mark these additional for cutting. Because this will get us, you know, maybe one water wheel worth of logs here. It'll work though. It's something we can use. So now I'm wondering, while I have these out, should I put in stairs here? I think it might be worth doing. I'm going to blast this one thing out. That way I can have this offset to where there's actually a path coming through here. Yeah, these guys are going to have to take their sweet time. But I will start replanting these as maples as soon as I have space. Now, got more logs coming in. This one can't get materials. This one is the one that's currently being built. Alright, so we can wait on that. These guys still are not getting any water, which is not something I can really solve at the moment, but hopefully eventually we can do. 55, 77, 30, 64, 80, 33, 22, 93, okay. So we do have a few that are going to come up in the next couple of days. That's going to be helpful. Man, this log situation really is much worse than I thought it was. I know somewhere there's someone saying, "I told you so." And you would be correct, friend. Alright. More maples coming in. Nice and easy. If this can still reach down here with the stairs in place, and if the tapper shack can also reach, then I will plant some additional maples down here. But for the most part, I think we're probably okay. Can they not reach these, or are they just far out? That's probably what it is. It's going to be the last one's done. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead and pop this path in here in preparation. This one can go away. That could be a triple. Still have plenty of dynamite, plenty of extract, so we know this is going to work out just fine. We've pumped a considerable amount of water out of this. Actually, I probably should continue excavating this. But I think we have a few more pressing things to take care of. This builder's hut isn't... no, that's not ready yet. What have I not automated? This at 2,000 would be probably a good one. Paper at 1,000 might be a mistake right now because I don't have a ton of those. But truthfully, there's not a ton left. Outside of... oh, the centrifuge would be a smart one. We'll do that. As that is causing them to become injured. Along with the dynamite, but that is 2,000, and I really don't need dynamite right now. Not as much as I thought I might. So we'll hold off on that a little bit. And now, hopefully, this will just generate some nice power, and we can eventually have this go into the next thing that's going to be the dirt excavator. But like I said, that's a next time thing. Oh, this looks so much better with all these trees growing in like this. Even the oaks have grown in. So what little ones have been spawning? Mostly birch trees, that's what I figured. A chestnut, birch, chestnut. Any oaks? Nope, mostly chestnuts. Chestnut. That's a pine. Chestnut. Oh, well, that's okay. That's okay. I wanted this to be kind of randomized, and that's what it is, so I think we can be happy with that. Look at this. All right. That's progressing nicely. Let's go ahead and plant the rest of these maples here. Very good. Now the problem is we're going to have to wait on these oaks to finally grow. And that's going to be a long and annoying process. These pines are just being constantly planted and harvested. That's okay. I could and probably should blast this whole thing down and make it level. So yeah, I'm going to unplant these. I'm not going to rip them out of the ground because I want these to be actually harvested. But this can get taken out along with this staircase. That's going to give our forester access to this whole area. Once we blast this down, we can plant a bunch more stuff. This is logs, logs, logs. There's nowhere near enough logs to justify having that there, but it's fine. Still waiting on gears. Alright. Metal-wise, I'm gonna pause the mine. I know these bots aren't gonna have anything to do, but it's sucking up a lot of gears, and I think we should be using those for other purposes. At least right now. We'll turn it back on, don't worry. But while I cope with my many transgressions of the resource priorities here, there will unfortunately have to be some sacrifices made, including the mine. But we have 684 metal blocks. There is no power left. These have gone all the way down. I do not have the gears to rebuild them. So unfortunately, we're kind of stuck. That is very unfortunate. But I think we should get some wind at some point. That will help. There it goes. Look at that, 1176 HP without these last two. That's pretty good. That's a big improvement. How's it looking here? We're progressing. We're working on it. Hopefully before the end of this episode we can actually get all this placed and set off, and then we can plant some more oak trees. And I know this will reach probably out to about here once all's said and done, so that's going to be plenty of extra trees, doubling the capacity of this area. This same kind of thing as these are gradually harvested, but not all of these are going to be gone by the time we're finished with this episode. I just want them to do this sooner rather than later, and then we can set it off. So you know what? Why don't we go ahead, while we're waiting for them to do this, go ahead and do our end of episode spiel. And then after that, hopefully they're finished and I don't have to buy myself some time. But yeah, this is episode 20 of this series. Normally, these go for about 30 episodes. I don't know, unless we start some sort of giant project, I don't know if we are going to have enough to do in this one. to do 30 episodes. I would imagine, obviously, we still have to build the Earth Recultivator, which is going to be a big process that could end up taking a couple episodes all by itself. But I don't know that we'll make it to 30 in this one. We'll do at least 25, for sure, depending on how quickly we can make the resources for the Recultivator. But outside of that, we've done a lot of the major things that one needs to do in a Timberborn series. So we'll start to narrow in our focus on the late game stuff, probably as soon as we can get our output of the gears and everything a little bit better, and then all of that stuff. But you see the names scrolling by on the screen, the Beard Booster supporters that make it possible for us to keep doing these very, very, very long series, deep dives, etc., so on and so forth. So very appreciative of those folks and all the support, all the people who've been gifting memberships in the live streams, and just renewing their own or whatever. It truly is not possible to do this without you. It makes it so that I can afford to justify, as a full-grown adult human being, to play a whole bunch of video games with people on the internet. It's amazing I get to do this. I'm very, very thankful for it, and I want to keep doing it for a long time, and I want you to be here for a long time, if you'll have me. So those folks make it possible, and I truly cannot thank them enough. Of course, if you're not on that list, I appreciate you just as much. I'm glad you're here sharing the time with me in these videos and the live streams and all the other fun stuff. We've got plenty coming. Still, for this one, like we were talking about, the live stream series with the Iron Teeth also has at least a couple streams left. We're in the process of building the Earth Repopulator on that series. And of course, once that is done and fired, it will be quote-unquote finished. So, I don't know, we might have maybe 2 or 3 streams left on that one before we can say we're done. I don't know if we want to end it that soon, but that is coming up on the horizon. The Penguins are also going to be finished within the next couple weeks, and Prison Architect as well. So once that's done, we'll have other opportunities to do different games. I know Oxygen Not Included has been practically beating down my door with requests for people who want to see that game. We will do it. I don't know if it's going to be videos or live streams. I'm leaning toward live streams. But we'll see what happens. And there's some other stuff as well. I want to do Roller Coaster Tycoon, City Skylines 2. Other people have suggested plenty of things. I'm going to put out a survey probably within the next week or so, asking you guys' opinions on the other games and times and days for streaming as we move into the fall, as my schedule will be changing substantially once we get into September, October. And we'll have to reconfigure things a little bit. But all that being said, it looks like they have just about finished putting these explosives in. So we will send out this episode with a bang here. Level this. Look at that, folks. We got all sorts of space. And now we just have to get, not lagged out, but we have to get this, this stuff taken care of. So we'll plant some oak trees. Get this whole thing situated as best we can, and I believe this will reach. Ah, not quite. Not quite. We'll need to have another forester, but I'll just go ahead and take this out real quick. So he can't reach all the way back here. That's unfortunate. But he can reach here. And of course, the lumberjack flags can reach a little bit further than that. We'll have to put another one in. But there we have it. Cycle 31, end of the drought. We'll be getting plenty of water coming back through here. We didn't quite get this finished, but we did a whole lot, folks. Did a whole lot. We'll just pop this in here. Hopefully I can remember next episode. You might have to be good and remind me, but hopefully I can remember next episode to finish this out and pop this lumber mill in place so everything's sealed off. But that is going to do it, folks. That is all we've got for today. Got a whole lot of great stuff done, and I think we can be very, very happy with it. So this is where I'll leave you. Whatever it is you're doing with the rest of your day, stay safe, have fun, and we will see you back again soon in another episode of Timberborn. Take care, friends. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.